Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. For those of you who do not know me, I am Kristen Van Busum. I am the CEO and Executive Director of Project Alianza. And I'm thrilled for you to be here today because it's a unique opportunity to hear firsthand from the people who make our work possible. We have two educators and one student that made the journey to our office to share their personal stories with you today. And before they do that, I want to take just a few minutes to provide an overview of our work for those of you who are less familiar. Now, many of you are aware of the context in which we work and why we do what we do. But I pulled this one single statistic from a report that was put out by the World Bank and UNICEF to really sum up why we exist. Children are leaving primary school or dropping out of primary school without the fundamental skills they need to make it in the workforce. And when children do not have the skills that they need to receive a well-paying job, they end up in informal or exploited labor. They often choose to immigrate either to a city or to a different country, oftentimes ending up at the southern US border, or they will try to experience social mobility by joining a gang or the drug trade. And oftentimes we see girls getting pregnant as young as 12 and 13 years old. So our purpose and the reason we exist is to really disrupt this cycle of poverty. And we do that by providing fundamental educational opportunities because that's where we know that change needs to start. And what differentiates us is the fact that we truly invest in communities. So we focus on building capacity of local people so they can lead the education initiatives. And we also integrate simple, low-tech solutions that allow us to reach more people. In the past, our low tech was radio. We started that during COVID. And as of this year, we've been developing the first offline level-based reading app that will allow us to reach significantly more students. So we're really excited to share some of that vision with you today. And I want to quickly share some of our high-level impact numbers. First, for those of you who have been supporting us for several years, you've seen the number of lives and learners that we've impacted increase steadily, and that's something that we're incredibly proud of. Since our founding, we have reached over 170,000 learners in some of the most remote and poorest communities throughout Central America. And this year alone, we worked in 49 different villages or comunidades. And we saw some really phenomenal impact results with our programs. So for those of you who are familiar with our school retention program, we provide financial support and match children with a mentor to encourage them to stay in school. And among the students in that program, we saw a 98% retention rate. And that is absolutely phenomenal because in the regions where we work, we see dropout rates anywhere between 70 and 50%. But we had 98% of children receiving this tiny financial support, about $12 a month, and ongoing mentorship. 98% of them stayed in school. So we're really proud of those results. And in our literacy programs, we also saw some significant gains. We've seen 70% of children in our program for at least 1 year improve by one level. And about 80% of fourth graders achieve what we call fundamental literacy. And for those of you who are interested in how we're measuring this, we use what's called the ACER tool. It's an internationally validated tool that measures literacy progress. So if any of you are interested in learning more about how we capture that impact, I'm happy to share more after this call. And with that said, I will go ahead and pass it to our team so we can jump into the stories today. And that's why you're all here. Thank you again for being here.